was a little kitty cat, I would take human-sized shits. Shake it up a little bit. You're listening to Bug and Moss.
Just shake it up a little bit. Whoa! From the Skittering Studios underneath your favorite rock, it's 7 o'clock. This is the Bug and Moss Morning Telephone Show. I'm Moss. Why can't I can't hear you, Bug? Oh, oops.
Oh.
That's why. That'll do it.
You mute me?
Yeah, I muted you. How's that?
That's probably for the best. I was chewing a little bit. I'm trying to eat some toast.
Bug's got some toast. Bug, that toast looks strange. Is that normal bread that you're eating? Or is that strange bread?
It's strange bread.
Bug is munching upon strange breads in our house.
Like so many weird breads, like so many unexpected breakfasts. Today am having cinnamon bread.
Oh, that's what it is. It's cinnamon bread.
Lots of cinnamon sugar on top.
Heck yeah, dude.
It's so crunchy. I can't eat anymore until we're done.
No.
You heard it. It's loud.
It is loud. It is crispy and it is crunchy.
I won't do chewing to our people. They deserve better than that.
I won't do chewing.
I didn't know that chewing was hard for people
What do you mean?
to hear.
Oh, what do you mean?
I mean, I knew it was hard for some people to do, but I didn't know it was hard for people to hear.
Did you historically like it? Like the sound of people
No,
chewing?
it's just fine. I don't think about it at all. I don't get off on it and it doesn't really bother me.
Okay.
But people really feel strongly. Do you know this? You know this.
Misophonia, right? I
Yeah.
think it's like a phobia of bodily sounds or something. Yeah. I'm not particularly bothered by that stuff.
Yeah, this isn't me having really an opinion on that. I just didn't really know. And so I'm like, oh, whatever. I was talking to my friend Jill about it. Y'all know Jill. I work with Jill at the bakery. She's fucking crazy. And I was like, yeah, I just don't always know what to put in the notes for my shows because I'm not sure what's going to bother people. But I have heard that chewing is a big thing, and I get it because it's like a podcast, and Jill's like, I can't fucking listen to anything if anybody's chewing in it. And I'm like, okay.
Really?
It's a really big thing for people.
Interesting. Yeah, it doesn't bother me. I know, I do know some people who say they really, really hate chewing sounds in stuff
Yeah.
or like any kind of mouth clicks. I had the unfortunate experience of working in radio in general, but also the specifically unfortunate experience of working in radio, teching the board for this conservative talk radio host whose mouth was so dry that I could probably draw you a topographical map of his teeth from memory.
Dude.
Just from how much mouth smacking, lip smacking, tongue noise I had to hear.
I have an impromptu bug advice.
Oh, yeah?
Drink water.
Well, yeah.
Listen, we are all really too dramatic about water. The culture around drinking water is creepy at this point. But if you're doing any kind of audio and you're like, I'm having so many problems with mouth sounds, I can tell you why. And there is a solution.
It's probably hydration.
You have to drink water all the time.
Yeah.
Not just right before, not just when you record, like all the time you have to drink it.
I don't know how we got here. This feels very mundane. Let's shake it up and make it weird.
Shake it up and make it weird.
What is today? Friday?
Oh, yeah.
Friday?
Friday.
Hey, so next week, we're going to be starting to introduce daily segments to the show. We're going to do different segments for different days of the week. And we'll sort of let you know as those happen, as they unfold, what the next one is. But basically, we'll have these recurring segments, so each weekday is going to have a theme and like a little thing to look forward to and specific prompts to like call into.
Hell yeah.
So it'll be fun. And just to give you a heads up on Mondays, which of course we'll talk about later too, but Monday is going to be Monday See, Monday Do. So we're looking for you to call in with anything that you might see that you want to do or any like cool projects that you're going to be getting into. Stuff you're getting up to that you're excited about or something you want to get up to that you're excited about. Monday See, Monday Do.
Yeah. I think that I want to add on to that it could be something that you really want to be confident enough to do.
Yeah. Anything that fits. Monday See, Monday Do. That's going to be our Monday theme. So 848 Mossbug's the number to call in. Good morning to everyone hanging out with us today. Morning, Coyote Astronaut, Atticus, Emily, and Eamon. Hope y'all are doing well. On the show today, I've got some mysterious conspiracy. I've got a mysterious location to tell you about.
Oh.
A heavily guarded olive farm, air quotes, that exists out in the middle of California. Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it'll be interesting.
I feel like nobody's trying to take your olives. They don't know what to do with them.
Yeah, well, it's not that. We'll
Okay.
get to that when it's that time. What do you got, Bug?
I got nothing. I wanted to show everybody Lil Mas X's new shirt.
Oh, that's a good thing. Yeah.
So for anybody who doesn't know about Lil Mas X is Mason's crochet self-portrait, a sort of totem, talisman kind of creature that Mas has created. And he has a new shirt, which I don't think you're really going to be able to see.
I don't know that that's showing up super good on the camera.
It just looks like he's wearing like a blinding vest.
Here, I'll try it over on this one. Maybe this one will be, the ISO is different. Nope, still pretty bad.
That's better.
Yeah, Lil Mas X, my little crochet self-portrait with the grown tube tummy, is now clothed on the top half, and I want to make him a little pair of shorts because he's still naked down low.
Yeah.
Actually, I want to make him some little gooblies, but I haven't found a good pattern yet. I'm gonna have to wing it.
For his dingberries?
Yeah, for his little, twig and berries or whatever.
His little jumble.
Yeah, his little jumble. Someone made a very funny suggestion. I forget. Oh, I think it was Joe or L. I don't remember. One of them. Someone suggested I stitch like a little purple eggplant and just attach that to him.
That's really good.
And I think that'd be very funny.
Yeah, I love that.
So you got nothing, Bug?
I'm just here to party.
Just here to party?
I'm here to like intake what you do as a sort of audience surrogate and reflect it back at you in real time.
Oh, that's really cool. You think you can sort of repackage my insights and extract the key points?
It's how I got through college, dude. I stopped doing the readings like sophomore year.
Yeah. Colin says, good morning. I like this new notepad missed calls or yellow pages thing for chat. That's right. Yeah, I've been fucking with trying to make chat look a little different, a little bit better.
Colin, you're such an angel for noticing these things.
Thank you, Colin. Just get like little notes that people would leave by the phone, right? Was kind of the thought I was going for.
Hell yeah.
848 Mossbug is the number to call. Let's open the day with some voicemails. It's time to check up on what people have been saying on the phones. We got a voicemail yesterday from none other than the inimitable Jordan Reed.
Bug, Moss, this is Jordan Reed. You always ask to tell you something cool and something nice. Here are two things, and you can decide if they're cool or nice. I'll leave time at the end of each statement for you to decide. 1, this morning I used a new exfoliator scrub on my face. I'll be using it about once a week, just so everyone can help me keep track. Like a lot of exfoliator scrubs, the little scrubby bits inside, they're very small and they feel very nice. Mm-hmm. So that's one thing. I'll give you time. Is that cool or nice?
I say that's nice and cool.
I think it's
awesome.
Cool.
I think so too.
You don't think it's nice?
Another thing. 3, 2, 1. Another thing. This morning, I was drinking new coffee, a new bag to me, from Feast. Feast Roasters. I almost said roasters. I believe it's called Pine and
Mr.
Gold.
Beast's
is
coffee.
the blend? I don't know. Just delicious. Now, is that cool or nice?
If it's Mr. Beast coffee, it's neither of those.
Awesome. Yeah, I think so too, guys. So I was watching this morning's episode. It's Thursday right now. And Moss, you were talking about shitting out extension cords. So
yes.
How about something, everyone, if you could shit out, let's just say 2 things that would actually be useful and not just a cord that you would then have to assemble the rest of the bits. And I have a feeling right now Moss is going to defend his claim. No, it'd be great. Spoiler, no one thinks so. It would not be great.
It would be.
So,
it'd be all right.
If everyone could number 2 out 2 things that would actually be useful, what would they be? I'm curious to know. Thank you so much.
All right, here we go. I guess we're going to talk about things that in Jordan's mind would be quote unquote actually useful to be able to produce from your butt.
Before we get into that, I want to call one thing into question with Jordan's voicemail. I'm so sorry. I'm really disturbed by the new to me bag of coffee.
Oh, is that what he said?
Yeah.
I think I missed that little
Gently
detail.
used, sort of like Unless it's like a baby shoes never worn situation, I'm worried about it. Like, why?
Yeah, he did say drinking a new coffee, a new bag to me from Feast. Interesting. Yeah, okay, Coyote Astronaut also clocked that, saying the new to me aspect of the coffee is worrying.
Yeah, so we're all a little bit worried about that, but I love this question, Jordan. I think this is really exciting. I immediately have one.
I have one too, and I had it yesterday, and it's
so the prompt is so clear that is not one you can pick.
Okay, so beside extension cord, 2 things you could produce from your butt that would be actually useful.
Yeah.
848 Mossbug if you want to call it in right now, or you can text 848 Mossbug or send a message in the chat.
Yeah.
2 things. Well, Bug, fine then. If my extension cord butthole is not useless to you or is not useful to you, what do you got?
My first thing, I only have one at this moment, is that I think it would be great to shit out toilet bowl cleaner.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. That's fair. That's a pretty good answer.
Like, it'd be so good. You just like blast some scrubbing bubbles.
Yeah, TBH.
That would rip. Every other shit cleans the toilet. I would love that.
That would be life-changingly fucking useful.
Yeah, it'd be so cool.
Oh my God. And you could probably also, toilet bowl cleaner's probably just soap, right? There's not anything in there. It's not like there's toilet germs in there out of the jar.
No, I mean, like sometimes it has bleach and stuff in it, but I'm operating on like the rules that you are operating on, which is like, it's fine because I'm saying I can do it.
Well, what I'm saying is that toilet bowl cleaner is basically just like soap or whatever. It's probably not that intense. So you could also use it for other things, which brought to mind a very funny image of someone being like, I just got to clean my hands before we do this.
No.
And then fucking credit carding their hands down their back slice.
Again, the direction you're there's like stuff in there that you probably can't get on your skin.
A toilet bowl cleaner?
Yeah.
You think?
Yeah.
I've done stuff with toilet bowl cleaner.
No, you haven't.
Yeah, I have. Not with my hands. But
what have you done with it?
I made bombs with it once.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's fine. You can use my butt cleaner to make bombs.
Can you touch toilet bowl cleaner? Gonna throw this one at the old Google real quick because I think it's probably fine. Toilet bowl cleaner is not very dangerous. It might be irritating, especially to one's mucosal areas / privates. It will likely do you no grave harm. So
I'm seeing
in a pinch, you could squirt that out your booty and make it work.
That's super crazy because I'm seeing where it says you should avoid touching toilet bowl cleaner directly with your hands or skin.
Yeah, but they say that. They got to cover their own butts. I'm sure it's not great. Especially if it's got lye in it and you got any little tiny cuts. Although, do we use lye still? Is lye still kicking?
It's not usually in stuff in the same way. We definitely still use it for sure, but not just in our regular household soap all the time.
Okay. Coyote Astronaut says smooth, reasonably sized gold nuggets.
That's real. I don't want to have to pick gold out of my shit. So my immediate thought was like, I totally get that and I hear that. Personally, I'm trying to think of things that I don't need to go into the toilet to get.
Things you don't have to go into the toilet to get. So you don't want anything you have to retrieve. Well, if I had my extension cord booty hole, I wouldn't have to retrieve that from the toilet. It's something I forgot to think of yesterday when you were like, isn't it going to be gross? And everyone was like, you're pooping at extension cords. That's not a good idea, when it obviously is. I think I didn't mention was I could have a second butthole for dispensing it, and then it wouldn't even be a dirty issue.
Yeah, you could have said that, but you didn't. And I asked you if it was a dirty issue, and you said, oh, I don't think it'll be one. And I said, does it come out of your beehole, and do you still shit there? And you said, I definitely still shit there, and it absolutely comes out of my beehole.
Yeah, which is clean, though, because I take good care of it.
But you can't make it not where bacteria is. That's part of it.
Yeah, so then I was like, well, I guess I could have a second.
Yeah, but you weren't like that. You didn't say that.
Whatever. Nan Squared says every time you're shitting, you can roleplay the gold rush with Coyote Astronaut's idea. Alex Taylor says classic punishment at home for swearing was to wash my mouth out with toilet bowl cleaner.
It is minty fresh for some fucking reason.
That sucks. Ow, my teeth and gums hurt thinking about that.
Yeah.
N Squared says eventually we'll biologically evolve to pee toilet cleaner. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool. I guess what could I produce from my butt? Money's kind of a cop-out. But small gold nuggets does make me think just like dollar bills, y'all.
Yeah.
Little rolled up dollar bills.
So if I was going to shit out an item, I think what would be most engaging for me is like shitting out a smallish gachapon type thing.
Like a little pod.
Yeah, and it's different. Like, I don't know what it's going to be. And maybe it depends on what I eat. And it's something that's valuable enough that I would want to get it out of the toilet.
Okay.
That's the stipulation. But I don't know what it is, so it's like a treat.
That's interesting and fun. It's like an opaque little gotcha thing.
Yeah.
I like that. We have some calls that have come in very quickly.
Yeah, okay.
So in the topic of useful things you could produce from your butthole, this has come from Azazazazalea.
Hey, Bug and Moss, it's Az. I would produce gasoline from one pointer finger and milk from the other. Okay, bye.
All right. Good morning, Az. Great answer to what would you produce from your butt would be gasoline from one pointer finger and milk from the other. Horrible thing. Never get those mixed up.
I love, as in the chat, wait, is the question only about shitting something out? I misunderstood.
Oops. Oh, well. That's very
That's
good.
awesome, Az. I love that. I think that's great.
I think your answers are phenomenal.
Never running out of gas or milk would be so good for my life.
Yeah, and like you could either offer to fill up, so your friends get used to you being like, oh, let me fill her up. Boop, and you stick your finger in the tank and like fill it up with gas. But then also on a day when you're like on one, you could accidentally, in air quotes, fill up with gas tank with milk.
That friendship's over.
Good prank though. What happens if you put milk in a car?
Bad.
You think?
Yep.
Do you think it would start?
I think there might be enough lingering gas to start it, because if it's a car that's ever had gas in it before.
Now, I think it might make the car run better.
I don't think that will happen.
Especially if it's raw milk. French Alexander says, I think they call that a milk start.
Yeah.
You know? What else could you produce from your butt? 848 Mossbug. Colin Parker has also called in and left us a voicemail.
Let's hear it.
Let's see if Colin knows which body part him butt is.
Hello, Bug and Moss. This is Colin Parker, and I'm calling in with what items would you shit out that would be helpful? My prompt is that I am assuming, this is the thing that we said yesterday, I'm assuming that whatever you shit out comes from like a secret second butthole when
there you
there's
go.
clean. Because otherwise, why are we doing any of this?
Clean your fucking first one, y'all. God.
Dude, everyone's cleaning their first one, but there's a reason that we don't just like shit into bowls and then wash them, like bowls we eat out of.
Because we don't poop food. If we did, we would. Do you eat eggs?
I honestly can't keep litigating this
Oh
with you.
my God. All right. We'll just let Colin talk.
But I would love if the things that I could shit out that would be helpful to me would be if I could just hover over my Yeti thermos, not sponsored, not an ad, just really love the product. But if I could just have a perfect cup of iced coffee, in fact, you can hear the remnants of the one that I'm drinking right now. If my iced coffee could be ready to go at any moment, that would be great. The other thing that I would shit out is exactly the correct amount of cash that I would need on an even number of bills. That I could then somehow deposit into a bank, then buy the thing that I need. So it would just automatically always be rounded up to the nearest dollar bill. And it would come out with no cuts, no anything. It would just be smooth and good. It'd be like money laundering, but money shitting.
Yep.
I'll workshop that one. Okay, bye.
Okay, good answer. I love the idea of the exact amount of money you want. I think that maybe your best bet would be to just like do it in like dollar coins.
I don't think so. I think that's a crazy thing to say.
What, you think you'd rather shit bills?
I don't think
this show sucks.
I don't think you're appreciating how big dollar coins are. The only time that I have had to go under for surgery, other than my wisdom teeth, which kind of counts,
to put dollar coins in your butt.
No, it's because I stuck a dime up my nose, and that doesn't sound like something that would be a huge problem, but it was up here past the bone, and I couldn't get it back out. I don't know. I was pretty young. I was like 23, and just kidding. I was 9, and I couldn't get it back out, and
There's no elasticity up in the nose zone, dog.
Yeah, no, but here, stick with me. And they had to put me under because they thought they were going to have to surgically remove it because I was screaming every time they tried to take it out. But they were able to take it out once I was done being awake. Yeah. Yeah. And a dime, you'll notice, is so much smaller than a dollar coin.
Yeah, but you know what your nose doesn't do? Stretch to accommodate anything.
Dude,
Your booty can. That's one of the magic things about it.
Yeah.
It changes size.
I don't think that size and shape. I think that's the kind of thing that could get like stuck flat. It's not just going to necessarily come out like I want.
Have you ever had the opportunity to drop a bunch of coins serially, like one after another? Like open a roll of coins and like drop them one by one, like bing, 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 bing. It's really satisfying.
So that's what you want.
Oh, yeah. If I could basically have that in my body and just be like, oh, how much was it? $42? Shink, 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 like a fucking slot machine. That'd be amazing. Colin says if I want to buy a laptop, I don't want to have to shit 4,000 coins.
Yeah, dude.
I do.
You do?
So that's my wish. It would feel good and you would have the money. And
He's back on wishes.
I'm going to wish for anything I want to. I don't think it'd be a bad idea. I think it'd be a good idea. I think it'd be good. I like what Colin said.
I like what Ennis Squared has said in the chat, which is our dollar coin has 11 sides, and I do not want to shit that out.
What do you mean your dollar coin has 11 sides? Is it like an 11-agram? What would that be? Isn't it dodecahedron? Or that's 20, and that's like a 20-sided polygon. What is the 12-sided shape? Dodecagon? Is that right? But no, I don't remember if Hold on. 12-sided polygon is a dodecagon. Yeah, that's right. Is the coin a dodecadon? Or it's a Canadian loonie.
Yeah, I'm looking it up. I was thinking this was probably Canada.
Canadian loonie.
Oh, yeah, it does, though.
It has 12 gentle sides that would probably only serve as like a gentle scouring on the way out, as opposed to anything particularly egregious.
I don't think scouring is good for you in there.
Scouring's obviously less than ideal, but like that doesn't look like a particularly dangerous coin to have go through
Our
your
money
body.
is so ugly. This is cute.
U.S. money compared to Canada
U.S. money compared to fucking any other money I've seen.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I would agree.
And it's only gotten uglier. They redesigned George Washington, I assume, to look more like their boyfriend AI version of him.
We all love AI George Washington here.
Fucking looks like shit, dude. Looks like somebody I went to college with.
Colin in the chat has sent a very good joke and then pinned it, so I saw it. Thank you, Colin. Colin says, I'd shit out more wishes for Moss to waste.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Fuck yeah. Oh my gosh. Very, very good. Emily says, hey, when you have a loony and a toonie, do you call it a loony toonie?
Hell yeah, dude.
Is a toonie also Canadian money? Because I can get down with a lot of Canadian things. And if y'all call your money this stupid bullshit, I'm a huge fan.
Yeah, we're going to move,
Oh my
I
God,
think.
there are toonies.
And they do look cool.
Yeah, they do look cool. All right, back to the computer screen. For the listeners, the toonie is those coins where it's got like a silver outer diameter and then a little, would you call that brass? Like a like a yellow metal center. It's like a bichromatic coin.
Our money is ugly. This is all so cute. International money is so much more fun to hold and spend and save and play with.
I just like the places that got them plastic bills. I wish we had plastic bills. That shit rules.
I wish we had
England.
anything cool. No cool looking money. I think that for a country that pretends like it cares so much about money, ours should look cooler or give us health care. Come on.
Yeah. Make our money look cooler or give us health care.
Let's go. Chop, chop.
Two equal asks and not a big deal.
Yeah. Also, I want to point out in the chat that earlier Colin said that I think my hair looks good and your mustache is cute.
Oh, thank you, Colin. That's very kind of you.
Which is very nice.
Yeah. Let's go on and crawl forward and through the fucking show. Wait now, hang on. We have a new voicemail that has just arrived.
Oh, hell yeah.
This is coming from Eamon, so we are still on the shit topic.
Let's do it.
Hi, Bug. Hi, Moss. It's Eamon. I know where the butt is. And listen, if I could shit out particular things, I think the best one to go through would be little baggies of drugs. And they have perfect labeling. The chemistry is really good. There's already kind of an understanding, I feel like, in drug culture that your drugs could have been in someone's butt.
Mm-hmm.
And baggies are pretty protective. And I think, you can do some experiments and get it tested, and the scientists will be like, wow, it really matches the label. It's perfect, pure, clean product. And then you got parties or money.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
No,
Hell yeah,
Eamon,
dude.
Thank you. That's an amazing, super great answer. And I laughed so hard, coffee fell out of my throat because I was picturing, you ever seen those videos where they do like a drug bust on like trucks driving across the border and they like push a string of a bunch of bricks of cocaine out of like the metal in like the truck. And so you just see like drug packages just being shit out of this truck. I just imagined like, I don't know, shit goes south and people... See, you're just like, people are just, you just keep pooping out drugs and they're like, how many drugs are in this person? Where do these baggies keep coming from? And this person's just changing the drugs on demand. I love this.
It's a really good idea. I love this as someone who doesn't really do drugs and wouldn't necessarily be comfortable selling them. I can see myself definitely being like, oh, you guys like want cocaine for the party? Hang on. Like, cause that'd be cool. I like to be accommodating, but I do think that, listen, this is a great thing to have if you ever get sent to prison.
Yeah, it's a great thing to have in general.
I mean, because you just like, you will
far.
have that. And nope, they'll be like, who's smuggling this in? And you'll be like, I'm not. And that'll be true. You're not.
No. Your body can just synthesize this shit. Jordan said, wow, this is perfect drugs. And you said this was pooped out by a person, says a scientist. And Eamon said you can never travel internationally again, though, which is true. Flying's going to be tricky.
Is it?
Well, I think it depends. It depends on, I guess, biologically how these bags of drugs form in your body. Because if you end up with like several of them backed up, like, in your colon, will that show up on one of those creepy, intrusive, terrible body scanners? I don't know.
I think that you would probably be able to get a pass because they're like in there. But if you shit one out in the airport, that's going to be stressful.
Yeah, N Squared just sent a chat. If you shit on the plane, you can get a trafficking charge. So, yeah. Jordan says people would want and crave diarrhea because a lot of poop equals a lot of money because selling drugs.
Yeah.
Leonard says, I don't know, sounds like you could get a great job traveling internationally for touring bands.
That's true.
Hell yeah. Hundo%. Colin says, it's like a bag of holding. No one can see it. Your beehole goes to another dimension.
Yeah, Interdimensional Beehole is a show I would watch.
If everyone eats eggs and everyone's cool with doing butt drugs, y'all can get over my fucking extension cord. That's all I'm going to say.
Literally, hey, listen, all I'm going to say is I was super on board until I asked if you were going to clean it and you said no.
I said it would be primarily pretty clean. Anyway, that's that. 848 Mossbug is the number to call. Don't forget Monday See, Monday Do. If you want to call in and tell us about things you see that you want to do, things you're getting up to that you're excited about, don't forget to leave us voicemails for that. Let's go ahead and take, one quick look at chat. Just a couple messages.
A lot happened really fast.
Happened really quick.
Nobody liked what you said.
Nobody likes it when I defend my very good ideas. Colin said no. Colin said your extension cord wasn't put together.
No, Colin yelled. Your extension cord wasn't put together.
In all caps. Jordan said, would you only want to poop out the same drug, or do you picture this being a whatever comes out situation? Eamon, they said that it's labeled, perfectly labeled.
I think it could be a lot of different stuff.
Yeah, that's a great question. Would you have choice? Could you be like, let me get some Molly?
Yeah, also, are they all fun drugs or are you shitting out like Advil?
Eamon said, random every time, but perfectly labeled. That's great. Yeah, also, like, if our pharmaceuticals included, could you just get like pantoprazole?
Yeah.
Just like a stomach acid reducer sometimes. Because then in a zombie apocalypse or some shit, that would be the best sort of power. Eamon says, depends on your dirt. What they meant was diet.
That's great.
Depends on your dirt.
Calling diet dirt from now on.
Yeah, because it's like what you eat turns to dirt in your body.
Yeah.
I love that. 848 Mossbug is the number to call and leave any future discussions. I want to move forward and talk about something strange.
Once we figure out whose dream we're living in, it's game over. Is this anything at all?
So I read about this. I found this online, stumbled on it on Reddit. Oh, actually, wait a minute. Yeah, hold on. I clicked the wrong bumper. Let's try that again. Pretend that didn't happen.
Here's something I read while I was pooping.
The other day while I was pooping, I was on Reddit because that's the place to go when you're pooping because it's a terrible place to be, but there's certainly a lot of interesting things, and I stumbled upon something, Bug, that I don't know if I'm supposed to know.
Oh.
I don't think I'm supposed to know about this. There is this company, this mysterious company, an agricultural company based in Carlsbad, California, called JCM Farming Incorporated. Have you ever heard of JCM Farming Incorporated? No. You never would. What do? Don't know. They are claiming to be an agricultural company, but where are they? Carlsbad, California. Okay, where in Carlsbad, California? In a mysterious Oasis Ranch facility. They call it the Oasis Ranch. It is a 24-acre ranch that was built in 1999, surrounded by 24-foot high, 4-foot thick walls, include a partial moat, guard dogs, armed guards, and video cameras. It's got this, they claim the ranch is an 80-acre olive farm, but when you look at it from the top down, it's got a giant swimming pool and is basically just a giant, humongous mansion.
Yeah.
And no one's allowed in there. Nobody knows specifically what they do. Well, there's some speculation about what they do, and some things have been said. The reason that they caught attention and started getting on people's radar is that as early as 2011, they filed a bunch of lawsuits with the U.S. government and aviation companies, including requests to issue gag orders specifically against hot air balloon operators in the area that were floating over their property.
Oh, my God.
They said that they were harassing them, invading their privacy, causing a safety hazard, all this stuff. They don't want anyone flying over them, to the extent that they demanded an end to flights over the farm's airspace entirely, restrictions on flights in the wider vicinity of the farm. And not only was it that they did these lawsuits, they put these places out of business. By 2011, 13 of 15 balloonists named in the suits went out of business, were faced with default judgments, or agreed to their terms. Basically, you can't regulate airspace really over private property. That's the FAA's thing. But they've done basically everything up until that point, and in the rich people way of throw money and litigation at it until the problem stops.
So evil to come after hot air balloon operators.
It does, because if anyone innocent is in the air, I would argue it's hot air balloons. They're even more innocent than birds.
They're just having a nice time.
Yeah. So basically, they just don't want anyone looking in there. I'm going to see if I can get a picture to throw up on the screen of what this place looks like.
Yeah.
But you can pretty much imagine it. Oh, dang it. Every time I click an image, it opens in a new tab. It is just this big old, now I'm going to put this one up, but I'm going to make sure. I don't know if this is the exact right image. That's a compound. Where is the overhead? So there is this big old place, these big old walls, big old swimming pool.
So wild.
That's like a Google Maps image, so it's got some 3D crunchiness.
Is the whole piece of land theirs, or just what's in the walls?
I believe that the whole piece of land there that's surrounded by 24 acres is all theirs. But basically, they filed suits against a bunch of different hot air balloons and anyone who's trying to fly over the area and trying to stop them from looking into it. They claim both that it is an agricultural thing. It doesn't publicly disclose any information as to its activities. The company just states itself as operating in the agricultural sector, but other documents indicate the farm is in fact a private event and meeting center. A, quote, respite for and marketed to state departments, foreign dignitaries, diplomats, Fortune 500 executives and their boards, ultra high net worth individuals and their families and celebrities. So
it's an Airbnb.
Well, I don't know. I've seen some speculation on Reddit that people are like, oh, it's like another fucking Epstein place locked down. This is some rich people doing secret shit, creepy place. And it doesn't get mentioned in a lot of places. And it's weird how little is known about it. And it's weird how aggressive those lawsuits are. And I don't want to encourage anything conspiratorial, but weird.
Yeah, it's also weird because they're they're kind of talking about this in the chat. Like, there aren't very many hot air balloon operators. How likely is it that you're going to encounter more than one hot air balloon flying over your space? And that makes me think that it's possible that some of those balloons were actually spying on them. Because, like, how that's not likely. There's not that many of that happening unless they're in some kind of hot air balloon oasis, which is like, maybe put your farm somewhere else, dude.
Yeah, and we should mention, as Eamon just said in the chat, both Bug and I are mentally well and have endless zest for our lives to continue.
That is true.
I have not
endless zest.
Nowhere near the sewer slide.
No.
Jordan Reed says, absolutely casual and normal agricultural behavior. Seems fine. Also, the Oasis ranches where bad people go to do bad things, obviously.
It does not sound good.
Coyote Astronaut says they're hunting people for sport in there. Yeah, probably. French Alexander says air balloon operators don't exist. They're not real.
They're about to not exist.
Not only did they file suits against 15 balloonists, they also filed suits against the operator of an aircraft dropping sterile insects for the U.S. Department of Agriculture.
Fuck you, dude. How dare you come after these heroes? These heroes as a farm. To be like, I'm going to sue this person working for the Department of Agriculture, doing all of this really cool, hard work, especially in California where invasive insect species are like such a problem. Go fuck yourself. That's the audacity that you have to sue that person instead of, like, that's crazy.
So I'm going to read you a little bit from this article, which I will also link in the description, that sort of narrativizes all this background thing we said. Eamon says, fuck farmers.
Don't agree. That's sort of Eamon's thing.
I just wasn't expecting that. Fuck eating. This is from NBC Los Angeles. The owners of a mysterious hold on. 3, 2, 1. The owners of a mysterious fortified olive farm near Indio have used lawsuits and other legal intimidation tactics to virtually shut down the Coachella Valley's once thriving hot air balloon industry, according to various newspaper reports. JCM Farming Incorporated has sued 14 hot air balloon companies, charging them with violating property rights by flying low over its high security compound near Jackson Street at Avenue 54. An airplane services company was also sued because its plane, dropping sterile insects under contract for the U.S. Department of Agriculture, flew too low over the orchard. The Desert Sun newspaper reported that the Federal Aviation Administration has twice investigated the farm's complaints and twice found that the balloons were not violating aviation law. But the hardball legal tactics have caused 13 small hot air balloon companies to either go out of business, receive default court orders not to fly in the area because they did not challenge the suit, or promise not to fly balloons in the Coachella Valley. One Riverside County balloon owner has declared bankruptcy after spending $130,000 to fight the farm's lawsuit. I know we haven't done anything wrong or illegal, said Magical Adventure Balloon Rides owner Dennis Barrett to the newspaper. Even so, I've spent over $130,000 on legal fees to date, and I haven't had my day in court yet. JCM Farming has also threatened to sue advertisers who formerly paid the balloon companies for signage, even threatened suit against neighboring landowners if they allowed balloons to land near the farm. The legal barrage has virtually ended hot air balloon flights in the Palm Springs resort area, a one-time major tourist attraction where it was not uncommon to see as many as 20 colorful balloons aloft on calm winter days.
So that answers the question of why are there so many balloons? Yeah. Nobody cares about these people. Nobody's spying on them. I think the worst thing you could do for your high security compound is raise such a fucking stink. Nobody gave a shit about you until now. Now, I personally hate you. Me, a person in Kentucky, I personally hate you for being such an entitled little bitch, and I hope your compound gets shut down. That sucks.
It's a bummer, right?
It's like it's like an HOA that's just one guy yelling. Like, oh man, I'm mad.
Creepy, stinky, weird, rich farmer hunting people for sport. Strange place.
Hey, creepy, entitled asshole sues a bunch of people. New headline.
Yeah, basically. Alex says, let's take a community trip. We can all fly over in one giant hot air balloon.
Yeah, I want to fly in a hot air balloon so bad.
I do too. I think it'd be so much fun. I think hot air balloons are so beautiful and peaceful.
They're so cool.
And like calm and cool. Coyote Astronaut says, does Streisand own this? The Barbara Streisand, are you thinking the Streisand effect? Because they obviously don't want people talking about it.
Coyote Astronaut said, does stress and own this?
Well, yeah, but then they went and put a correction in the chat, and so I was trying to honor them by not blasting their typo.
I want to make shirts that say distress and own this so bad.
Yeah, does stress and improv when you're having a bad time is stress and.
It's stress and.
Anyway, so that's JCM Farming. I and Bug both, again, have a big zeal for life and are really happy.
And do hate them.
And yeah, it does sound like they kind of suck.
I think they're being really entitled and shitty. It was all pissing me off, but suing their neighbors for allowing hot air balloons to land on their property, my spirit would leave my body. The way that I would spend every thousandth of dollar that I had and bankrupt myself trying to fucking... Oh my God, that's so. I hate our country.
There's a little extra in this article that I want to give you. Just a couple drips and drops, and then we'll move away from it.
Hell yeah.
No employee there would speak to the newspaper. The farm has also filed 10 lawsuits since 2000 over alleged offenses such as like a neighbor's barking dog, contractors who helped build it, defamation against a one-time contractor who criticized them. In these court lawsuits, JCM Farming has described the compound as a place, quote, to provide a secure meeting place and retreat for VIPs, dignitary, and other notable individuals and or the companies they represent. And then, quote, the project also provides a secure location for JCM to conduct research and development of a highly confidential nature for which numerous patents have been applied for, are pending, and have been granted. The fuck is this place? You think they're doing olive stuff? Because I don't think they're doing olive stuff.
Honestly, I just think they think they're so important. And everything, I'm not even that curious about what they're doing.
Avon said airspace is our space.
That's fucking right.
That's very much the
If I learned
here.
anything from the movie Burlesque, it's that I learned the term airspace and air rights.
Air rights? Yeah. Oh, boy. Okay, so that's my little secret conspiracy weird story that I wanted to share with you. That's JCM Farming. Don't ask too many questions. Don't fly any balloons. But now you know about this weird place that does not seem to get all that much attention, despite having been acting weird for a hot minute.
I want to give them attention because they're showing their ass, and I want to show their ugly attitude to the world. Also, checking in with the chat real quick. Coyote Astronaut says, those are the world's most fuckable sentient olives.
Hell yeah. They're out there genetically engineering my future olive waifu.
Hell yeah.
Or whatever.
It's very Popeye coded. We've come full circle. Olive oil, my waifu.
Yeah. I am what I am, and I am. I don't know. I remember how Popeye sounded. Is that how he sounded?
I am what I is, and I is what I eat.
I is what I is, and I eat what I fuck olives.
Yeah.
848 Mossbug is the number to call. Hey, this is a message that has been hanging out in our inbox since last Friday. This one's a week old, and it comes to us from literal genius Coyote Astronaut.
Woo.
Okay, Bug. Okay, Moss. This is a little unhinged, but I hope you'll enjoy it. This is Coyote Astronaut. So this is a little bit of a callback, but not too long ago, y'all told us about how Daddy is a core piece of your all setup, and that he's kind of a Franken-computer that's going to need replacement eventually. And when that happens, y'all want to preserve the motherboard and whatnot, and talk to him to taxidermy and people and this and that. And this is an excuse that I'm using to tell you about one of my favorite dead people, Elmer McCurdy. Okay, so this dude was born in Maine in the 1880s, which should already set the bar for how grim shit's going to get. His family life sucked. Everybody, by the time he was 20, like his whole family was dead. He was out of a job. He was a heavy drinker. And so he heads out west-ish. So at that point, it's like Kansas and Missouri. He does a stint in the Army where he learns to use machine guns and nitroglycerin because that's all safe and fun and cool. And then once he leaves the Army, he and one of his buddies are like, well, let's go do crime because that makes sense and everything is terrible. And Elmer's like, hell yeah, I'm going to blow things up to make the crimes easier. Spoiler alert, he kind of sucks at this. And because his life hasn't already sucked enough, he also gets TB. So anyway, by 1911, 12, 10-ish, here or there, he gets killed by a posse in Oklahoma, and you would think that that's where his sorry story would end, but it is not. Because this is when modern embalming was kind of new, people that like to display their arts in shop windows. If you've got a dead poor guy or soldier or criminal or someone didn't pick somebody up, hello, you've got a shiny new floor piece. And anyway, Elmer gets embalmed, nobody claims him, and the Undertaker's like, well, let's get our money's worth, and starts charging people a nickel to come see him. word gets out, that embalmer gets scammed by some hucksters with a traveling carnival who claim to be relatives from California. Elmer ends up going on the road, and he stays there for like decades. He ends up like in the prop industry. He makes some cameos in like the 30s, I think, and like the 60s in like some movies. Ends up in and out of storage, and that's when he gets sold to the, I shit you not, Laugh in the Dark Funhouse. Now, this point, nobody knows he's a dead body. He's like fully a mummy. People have been painting him, covering him in wax, all kinds of shit. And so the Funhouse is using him as a spooky prop when the $6 million man comes in to film an episode and breaks his fucking arm off. Cue freak out, investigations, autopsy. They find some ticket stubs in his mouth. Eventually ID him, and within a year they send him back to Oklahoma for burial. And when they bury him, they pour 2 feet of concrete just to make sure that nobody gets any ideas about stealing the body. Anyway, that's one of my favorite dead people, Elmer McCurdy, and I hope better things happen for Daddy. Tell Daddy not to play with nitroglycerin. Love y'all. Be safe. Take care. Bye.
Wow, Coyote. What a fucking crazy story. Can you imagine walking in and you break the arm off of what you assume is a figurine and there's bones and fucking gooblies?
It's crazy that this body was, it's not actually, none of this is surprising to me. Because, like, it was.
What do you mean none of this is, you looked pretty surprised when you heard it.
Well, none of this is, like, the story is crazy. That doesn't mean it's surprising.
Okay.
Like, it's crazy and it's interesting. But if you know anything about, like, our history, there were, like, fucking bones in Disneyland rides for a while. There were, like, real skeletons and shit. Like, it's so like us as humans to fucking parade a body around for so long that we're just like, oh, that's a mannequin, I think.
Yeah, but that's fucking bonkers, dude.
I mean, the preservation on his body looks crazy, and I think maybe they made a play about it.
Did you find pictures? I'm not putting them up. I don't want to see them.
Yeah, don't look at it. You won't like
this
it.
This kind of thing, don't want to see it. But
this kind of thing,
it,
I totally want to see it. You know that guy that made that mummified his own girlfriend or whatever? Ooh, he did not do a good job.
Bug.
It wasn't good.
Stop.
It was bad. It looks bad. Don't look at that one.
I'm going to cry.
Don't cry.
Don't talk about that.
Why?
Well, you can talk about whatever you like. Here's a question. Can you describe what this fucking guy looked like without me looking?
He looked better at first.
Well, that's to be expected.
I mean, he looks like a mummy.
Okay. Like from The Mummy? Like Brandon Sanderson or whatever his fucking name is? Not Brandon Sanderson. That guy writes books.
You're thinking of Brendan Fraser, and he's not a mummy in that.
No, he's the other guy. The Mummy's like Damien Blackstone or something.
Oh, his name is
Kevin Hart.
It's a crazy name. Arnold Vosloo, is that right?
I don't know. Emily says, Google says apparently they used real bones in the original Pirates of the Caribbean
I'm telling
ride.
you guys.
Yeah, yikes.
We just didn't care about that. And there is a good point in there, too, from a Coyote Astronaut, which fake skeletons weren't good and were hella expensive until semi-recently. So, I mean, you have it at home. If you have a skeleton.
That's true. All of us, quite literally, have skeleton at home. And I think we should think about that more.
Yeah.
Allie said real pirates, too, in the original Pirates of the Caribbean.
So true.
Right? I don't think that oh, man. Can you imagine? This person has no idea what they're, like, most known for in such an interesting way.
It's
Can
funny.
you imagine?
Well, no, because I know a lot of people get really up in arms about this, but he's not there. Like, he just isn't. He died, and then it's just his body. And, like, I have a certain level of respect for the dead in which, like, the actual mummification and honestly, like, the parading around, like, none of that got to me. But the ticket stubs in his mouth and the desecration of the corpse, that bothers me. I think that's sick. I think that's just so disrespectful of the fact that we all die. And if I'm observing, like if I go, which I would love to see like the bodies exhibit and I see all of these beautiful preserved bodies and all of this really cool art where people have like donated their own bodies to it, I want to like observe it with respect.
I think I would rather drain every fluid from your car and drink it in one sitting than think again about that place you mentioned.
Yeah, I won't take you there.
Oh, God. Give me like 400 buttholes that all poop different extension cables. I'm so happy. talk about anything like this? No, thank you.
It's so funny.
I'm
We're
busy that
so
day.
different.
I'm so busy that day.
It would actually be like, it's kind of a dream of mine that I'll just be walking around and I won't have anything else to do, and someone will be like, oh, we just need some people to come observe this surgery, and I'll be like, hell yeah, I'd like to go.
Yeah, you would. Yeah, you would like that.
I would.
Hey, Buck, I've got an impromptu game for us to play.
Let's do it.
Something fun that just sort of came up as a result of the show originally. Real quick, Alex did ask, Moss, tell me how long the extension cords are. The extension cords are however long you can, wait while it dangles and just keep pushing until you're done with it. It's just how it goes. Here's the game.
You ever open up Google and go,
Hey, wait a minute.
this is People Also Ask?
People Also Ask is the game where you take a Google search term, scroll down to see what other people ask, and then see if you can answer it. So earlier today in the show, I asked if I put milk in my car, would it start? And I just thought, well, why don't I scroll down and look at what people also ask? So on the topic of if putting milk in my car, would it still start? People also ask, will milk smell eventually go away? Bug. What do you think? Will milk smell eventually go away? What do you think they mean by milk smell? What do you think people mean?
I know exactly what they mean by milk smell. You let milk get on. Imagine you spill some milk on the carpet and you can't get it out. And then it's, oh man, the next day it gets sour and then it smells more and more sour. It's like stinky, rotten baby smell.
I'm trying to think if I've ever encountered a milk smell that didn't come directly from a milk bottle, but I've never had a serious milk incident. I'm going to say that milk smell does not eventually.
The curious
become
incident
permanent.
of the milk in the carpet, man.
Well, this is interesting. According to Auto Guru, milk smell rarely goes away on its own, especially if it is soaked into a carpet or car upholstery. The smell is caused by bacteria feeding on fermented milk fats, which will continue to produce a putrid odor for weeks, months, or even years without deep cleaning. So that milk smell is permanent.
If you think about it, it's like, because milk is this organic thing, right? Like it's a thing that an animal body produces. It's like decomp. It's got this like gross decomp smell.
I don't know what decomp. Oh, you mean like decomposition?
Yeah.
My brain was thinking like Disney comedy what?
Oh
Like
my God. Wouldn't that
decomp?
be such a good, hey Disney, call one of your new comedies Decomp and let it be like a zombie love story or some shit.
Eamon says most smells will not go away if ignored, to which I would reply that I kind of imagine most smells, I kind of ignore them, and then they mostly go away, or I've just learned to smell them.
Hey, Eamon said something else I'd like to talk about.
Eamon said milk is blood, by the way, smiley face. There's like an emotional way I could agree with that, but there's a literal way that I could, yeah.
So it's difficult.
I mean, milk is blood, and the milk is something we should not be drinking, and the way we get it really sucks. Really, 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 really sucks. So, like, milk is blood in that sense.
I'd like blood milk, like blood
but
diamonds.
I don't got milk in my veins. So, like, it depends on what context we're talking.
I would like to keep drinking milk, but I'd like us to be cool about it overall as a society.
Well, it's hard because because you make the cow have a baby and then take the baby away, and that's how we keep getting milk, and it's super fucking depressing.
Well, yeah, that's bad. I think there's like more sustainable ways to do it because cows produce a lot of milk.
But you can't synthesize.
I think we have to not be greedy and make them all be in pens and make it hell.
Yeah, but taking their kid away is a whole big part. I don't know if I want to go down this route.
Yeah,
it's just
dark.
It's a huge bummer, and I don't want to go into it too deeply. People also ask, what happens if someone puts sugar in your gas tank? You've heard that, right?
Yeah, people do that in cartoons.
Yeah, you've heard that. It's like a prank people do. What do you think happens when you mix sugar and gasoline?
I would imagine if you mix it and your gas tank isn't just full raw dry sugar, I would imagine it would be worse because I'm imagining there would be a way for some of the sugar particulates to dissolve, get into your shit, and then like melt.
Interesting. Alex says it makes it a pretty sweet ride.
Well,
Eamon says caramel.
That's true.
Colin says bad times. Emily says explosion. I think not a whole lot happens when you put sugar in a gas tank. I think at most the sugar would dissolve into the gas. I feel like caramel, weirdly, is the closest. Like caramel makes the most sense to me in terms of like the sugar burning onto stuff. And this is Google's AI overview, so take it with a grain of salt, from carparts.com and Capital Subaru of Salem and a YouTube channel. Despite what urban legends suggest, putting sugar in a gas tank will not destroy your engine. Sugar does not dissolve in gasoline. Instead of melting and caramelizing inside your engine, the sugar grains settle at the bottom of the tank and can cause clogs in your vehicle's filtration system. That makes sense. I should have thought of that. There's fucking fuel filters. Obviously, as long as it doesn't dissolve.
So weird that it doesn't dissolve. That's so interesting.
I would imagine it would dissolve. Yeah. But I wonder why stuff doesn't dissolve in gas. Again, though, we take water for granted.
We
and
really
water is
do.
a bizarro molecule. You know, it's polar.
Water's weird.
It rips things apart and sticks to things and that's why stuff dissolves so easily in water. And
Yeah.
I forget that not all liquids are easy to dissolve stuff into.
Just because liquid doesn't mean soluble.
Yeah. Interesting. What do you think would happen if you put milk in your gas tank, Bug?
I think it would be gross.
Yeah, it probably wouldn't do anything either, but the car would certainly stop. Alex says, I vote for a new segment called Try It, Coward.
I like this.
Yeah, I don't know how much, I don't know how rich y'all think we are, but trying putting sugar in a gas tank isn't necessarily in the scope of things.
Oh, yeah. I also think that's a larger, if we're doing a Try It, Coward, that applies to us all.
Oh, you think we all got to try something?
Well, no, I just think it's out there. Try it, coward. Bet you won't.
Maybe, yeah, we should. Well, we can see. Maybe we can implement a Try It, Coward at some point.
We'll figure something out.
It's 7:56 in the Bug and Moss Morning Telephone Show. We got 3 minutes left in the show. Things are wrapping up, and it's Friday. Starting next week, we got our weekly segments, and Fridays are going to be Freak Fridays.
Hell
Freak
yeah.
Forest Fridays, where we talk about the things that are going on with the people in our community, any projects that you have going on. We did not prompt you for any of that today, so I will just simply say that you should check out community partner Colin M. Parker, community M. Parker, twitch.tv/Colin M. Parker. Check out what Colin puts out there, streaming games. Check out Colin's show, That All New Punk, on Fridays, checking out new punk music, tier listing it, rating it. It's great stuff. Colin is a dear friend who I love very much, makes great things, and Colin supports the show at the community partner level, which you can also do at patreon.com/bugandmoss. Anything else that is going on this weekend and into next week? I'm trying to think. Does Transcend have any shows? No, their show was on the 20th, which we did not go to, I don't think. That was Wednesday, right?
Are you asking me if we went?
I was asking you if you knew about that and if it was on the 20th.
I knew about it. We didn't go. I was pretty sure we weren't going to be able to.
Yeah, it was late, and we are babies.
We are babies.
That's the big thing.
The shows are really cool, so they're at cool times.
Oh, Atticus is here in the chat. Atticus says we just had one and we raised over $1,400 for someone's top surgery.
Hell yes.
That fucking rules, and I love that. Was that Wednesday the 20th? I thought it was, because I was trying to figure out if we could go. And I feel like I remember seeing that. But anyway, that fucking rules. $1,400.
That's so awesome.
Hell yeah. Eamon says, in a world where cars run on milk, one does not gas up a friend, encourage, but milk them down.
Hell yeah. Get wet, brother.
Milk them down. Anyway. Yeah. So thanks for being here with us today. Thanks for hanging out with us this week. It's been another gold star week. Bug, what do? We need some kind of end capping off the week thing.
Oh.
I feel like I want you to give a rating.
For the show?
For this week.
Okay.
Yeah, this week. How do you think the shows have gone?
Overall, I'm really happy with the progress we're making. I think we have a lot of good ideas for the future. We had some really great moments, some really great bits, some good clips we're going to send out into the world and hopefully bring some more people into our audience. More people in our audience means more friends for all of us.
Well, how do you think it went?
Is this what is this? Am I talking or are you talking?
This is looking for you. Like Eamon said, Bug has been called into HR.
Yeah, you called me. You said, Bug, let's do a review. I'm doing a review.
Okay.
So what you don't like that? You want something different?
I don't know. I was thinking out of 10, or
yeah, okay, 7.
7.
We got room to grow.
All right, cool. This week has been a 7 out of 10. Eamon says, and how do you think it went? And how do you think it went? Oh, boy. What a good time. Thank you all for hanging out with us. And Atticus has also said that there is another show Friday, June 5th. So if you want to come to Kentucky and see Transcend Cabaret, it would honestly be worth the trip just to do that. And then you can come have a beer with us. We'll all have fun. It's going to be a blast. Don't forget to call in Monday See, Monday Do. If you've spotted a project or something has inspired you, we want to hear about it. Monday See, Monday Do, 848 Moss Bug. We love you all. Thanks for being here with us, and we'll see you next week. I love you, Bug.
I love you, Moss.
This is Bug and Moss.
I purchased 14 grams of Pikachu dick from the dark web, smoked it all in one sitting, and now I can taste my shirt through my nipples.